Hey everyone, we're here at Guam International Airport. We are leaving on November 1st. This week went by pretty quick, so I didn't have anything set up as in a model photo shoot, but hopefully one of our friends is able to shoot with us. I'm taking with me the Hasselblad X1D, and I'm going to see how it does on this trip. I'm talking kind of low. Some people are sleeping around me and I don't want to wake them. But yeah, let's go to Japan, and this will be vlog style.
Crazy Monday, I know it shows that I'm a little nervous. I just realized that I can't let go. There's something about me and you, so let me stay here a little while, at least until I calm down. Please don't say it's all about me. It's something about us, something I'd like to try. Please don't say it's all about you. That is so too late, 'cause I don't mind waiting for you. No, I don't mind waiting for you.
Everyone, I'm home. No, just joking. This is the Sakura Garden Hotel. Actually, this place looks much bigger in person. There are 3 beds. We are expecting our friend Cyrus coming in from San Diego. So he's actually taking a direct flight from San Diego to Narita, Tokyo, Japan. And his flight takes about 12 hours. So we came here first around 10 a.m. We checked in at Tokyo Station, got the Shinkansen tickets because actually tomorrow we were headed to Kyoto to spend the night there, whole day there, spend the night, and then come back to Tokyo Sunday afternoon for this festival. I wasn't able to secure a model today. There was supposed to be a photo shoot this afternoon around 3 p.m. before our friend Cyrus comes in. By the time he takes a bus from Narita airport to here, it should be around 6 p.m. So we were thinking like a couple hours do a photo shoot, but we weren't able to. Let me try sitting down here. So we just checked into the hotel, and Lisa was very nice to let us do early check-in. And we ate at a curry place nearby, which was super good, really great. Later on tonight, we're gonna have dinner with Tomo in Yokohama. It's around a 40-minute train ride. We're gonna bring our friend Cyrus with us, and hopefully Hima, who's been on the channel before, can join us. And she's down for like a 30-minute photo shoot. I really want to see how traveling with the Hasselblad is, just because it's really lightweight with awesome image quality, and I'm also curious to see how it performs at night. Haven't really did a portrait session with the camera at night. So we're gonna relax a little bit, wait for our friend Cyrus to come, and yeah. And the beds, people complain online that it's super hard, but the beds are actually very comfy. I can easily sleep on this. This is actually the next day, Saturday morning in Tokyo. We had to cancel our dinner and photo shoot with Hima in Yokohama. Sorry Hima, but the next time we go to Tokyo, we are going to do a photo shoot with Hima. Cyrus's bus was getting in kind of late from Narita, and Tomo's also working kind of late, so we just had dinner in Tokyo. As you're seeing here, those were Shinkansen tickets. We had to actually insert 2 tickets at one time and scan our train card. At the Shinkansen platform, you're able to buy different bento boxes, snacks, food. So I got 1 bento box, and this is the actual Shinkansen right now, the Nizomi, and I believe the Nizomi is the fastest Shinkansen train. It'll get you from Tokyo to Kyoto in 2.5 hours, and this is the front of the train. So this is the gyudon bento box, and it was pretty good. Looking at Mount Fuji right now, I did not have a window seat, but as you can see, Mount Fuji is right there. So this is Kyoto Station. It's a pretty nice train station. The next scene you're going to see is the front of the station. It is very nice, as in the architecture of it. We were actually secretly meeting our friend Mike, who Cyrus hasn't seen for a while. So Cyrus thought we were going to take the tour bus, but actually Mike was picking us up. He surprised Cyrus, him and his wife and son, and he was our driver for the day. Here we are at Ninenzaka Street. This is where the Starbucks that Cyrus wanted to visit is located at. From the outside, you can't really tell that it's an actual Starbucks, and I'll be showing you some pictures taken from the X1D, but here it is. Here's the Starbucks, and it's actually inside that old looking building. It's very nice. This is where you place your order, and further down is where you actually pick up your order. So you go down this hallway, and there's a nice seating area to the right hand side. We wanted to sit upstairs, and it looks like a small garden on that side, but the actual garden that I like, and this is where you pick up your order at the end of the building, first floor. This is a really nice garden. And after you pick up your order, this stairs here will take you, and it's only one way. You can only climb up and you can't go down. You have to go down the other set of stairs at the end. But second floor is all seating area. It's actually large inside from how it looks outside. It looks really small outside. Seating area, which is already taken up. This is where you can sit on the ground and eat. Restrooms on the right hand side. Just walk further down. Places on the left for you to sit down and eat. Also on the right side as well. But you get a nice view of the street from here. Next stop So after eating at Starbucks, we went to this shrine, and this is where the famous 1000 torii gates are. And this is how you cleanse yourself. Rinse with the left hand, right hand, mouth, but you don't drink the water. And here I am trying to do it. I actually did it wrong. I'm supposed to wash my hands on the outside and not let the water go back in, but I did it wrong. I was trying to look at the directions at the same time, and that's where the water is supposed to drip down and wash the handle. So these are the Torii Gates, Torii Gate hiking trail. To complete everything, a lot of websites say it takes about 2 to 3 hours. We spent about 2 hours here. Here's one of the photos, edited of course with X1D, another photo. And this was taken from the outside. It was actually very crowded there, but I was able to take some pictures where it looks like it wasn't that crowded. And I believe this is a cemetery. You walk further up. And next stop, we went to the Toji Temple. And here's a picture taken with the X1D. I believe it survived like 6 lightning strikes, but they always rebuilt it over the years. And this is in the same area of the Toji Temple. Inside are actually very large Buddha statues, huge. Okay, and we're on our way to the next stop. We're trying to beat the sun to go to the famous Golden Pavilion. And I think it was perfect timing because we arrived there just at sunset. And the pictures I got, as you can see, is very nice. Even the reflection in the water is very nice from the building. And Mike and his family treated us to Wagyu beef in Kyoto, which was super good. It was just melting in our mouths. And this is the hotel we were staying at. Not bad. Can't fit 3 of us. And a lot of places in Japan are very small, but I think this is pretty decent. You have a separate sink and toilet, and where you can cook your own food, and the 2 beds are just in here. So it's not a bad size. So the next day, following morning, was almost lunchtime. We went to this place called Fire Ramen. I didn't know it was pretty famous. It's all over social media on YouTube. And we were thinking fire ramen means that the ramen is hot, spicy. And as you can see, they actually would hang your cell phones so you can get a view of them actually, this is the view of them actually pouring the fire itself into the ramen. And he's showing us all the warning signs on the paper there. And yeah, this fire is pretty intense. It's super hot. You can actually see me moving back just because the fire is that intense. But the ramen is very good. Fire is very good. The gyoza is excellent. Very good place. And they get pretty busy too. Next stop was, before we headed back to Tokyo, is the bamboo forest. And it was very, very crowded that day. I believe this was a Sunday. And here we are going back to Tokyo. We actually already confirmed with our model Kazu who's again Mount Fuji on the way back, who is going to help us with the photo shoot, and we had to keep on pushing it back a little bit. So we pushed back the shoot around evening time. I believe it was already 5 p.m. or 5:30, so we are just going to shoot only for 1 hour. And here's Tomo, giving Tomo his gift. And this is our model for tonight, Kazu, who was able to work with us last minute. And it's just 1 hour photo shoot. And after that, we were going to have dinner at Yodobashi. And here we're just trying to find the good place to shoot, good lighting. And we're just going to shoot around the hotel for a bit. So this was the first location for about 30 minutes. And then the next 30 minutes we are going to take the train to Akihabara and shoot around there. Since anyway that was our plan to have dinner on top of Yodobashi in Akihabara. Just so I can check out some cameras really quick.
Famous vending machine?
Famous vending machine? Sure, and a same pose, like that. Yeah, but your left hand, a little, just like that, perfect. It was really cool to shoot in front of the drink machine. That's one of the famous things in Japan, is a lot of vending machines. And also the next scene that we wanted to do is find some bicycles and shoot in front of the bicycles, which you're going to see very soon. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm just getting Godfrey. Yeah, you'll notice sometimes I ask you to show the other hand, because it kind of looks like you have no arm. Yeah. That's just my style of shooting, but other people have.
I see what you mean. Better with the arms out.
Yeah. It's one time.
Oh.
It's too small with the. You can do the back, but it will just be test shots because Godfrey's behind you. Yeah. Okay. Take one step to your left, please. Hey everyone, we are back in Tokyo. We just took the 2.5-hour Shinkansen from Kyoto to Tokyo, and we were running a little bit late. A lot of things was hard to schedule. We were supposed to do a shoot with a model on Friday, but it didn't work out. But it's good that we got you on board to do a photo shoot today after arriving from Kyoto. And I brought the Hasselblad X1D with me to Japan on this trip. It has really great image quality, and as Kazuya, as you said earlier, it feels pretty light.
Yeah, very
so
nice.
That's one of the reasons why I brought it with me, is the size and the weight. So we've been shooting for about 15 minutes. How do you like the photos so far?
So far, I really like the quality of the photos. Like I expected, because it was quite dark.
It is actually dark right here.
Really
Yes.
dark, so I thought maybe it might be difficult, but then seeing the photos, I was quite really surprised. I really like the quality.
Cool.
And the color is really nice too, for the amount of light we have.
Yes, that's a strong thing about the Hasselblad, is the colors. Can you please introduce yourself? Because this is the first time you've been on the YouTube channel.
Yeah. So, hi everyone, my name is Kazuko Otsuka. I'm from the Philippines. I'm half Japanese too, and I've been living in the Philippines all my life, and I just moved to Japan 2 years
Nice.
ago.
Cool.
Thank you for having me.
And you speak both
Yes, so
Japanese and Tagalog?
Filipino and English and conversational Japanese.
Nice. I should learn to try to speak, even
Learn
Tagalog and Japanese. Okay, so we're gonna keep on shooting a little bit, and then we're gonna change locations to Akihabara and second outfit. Okay. Sorry. The thing I like about this camera, traveling with it, is it's lightweight, also image quality. It feels really great in the hands. If you notice, I don't use a camera strap around my neck because I can actually hold it for long periods of time. Back in Kyoto, we're visiting different temples and even the torii gates. So walking long distances, just holding it, it didn't give me any cramps or anything like that. Very durable, magnesium, the alloy, very great construction. It's also weather sealed too, so if it starts to rain, it can also handle the rain on it. Yeah, but so far loving it on this trip. Any additional comments about what we just took behind us?
So far, I'm really liking the photo, so it's really good. So,
Cool.
a lot better than I expected. Yeah.
Nice, glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So second outfit and second location.
At least until I calm down.
9 years ago? 9 years ago? Yeah. Oh, really?
Japanese not that much because it's hard to converse.
Yeah. After you're done, I can't really hear you. Okay. Yeah. So I haven't really used this X1D at night. This is actually my first time using it for nighttime shooting. And I do notice that, of course, in low light, it does have a hard time focusing. There's some struggling because it's contrast detect. But just locking focus on and taking that shot and looking at the final result is really amazing. Capturing light with this medium format sensor is really good. And just zooming in to the details at even high ISO 6400, 3200, even 12800, it's super clear and very sharp. So right now we're waiting for Kazu to get done changing in the restroom. As you can see, it's pretty busy right now. We're gonna spend about 20 more minutes shooting here in the train station and then in front of Gundam Cafe in Akihabara. And yeah, we're gonna call it a night, but it's pretty interesting using this at night. Some struggles, but bottom line is the image quality. It's amazing. Let me get 3/4 body shot. Okay. A little bit too bright. The trees are nice. Yeah, I'll have Godfrey do that. Can you drop one shoulder, the shoulder nice. Very good.
I know it shows. little nervous.
Good.
I just realized that I can't let go. There's something about me.
Got it. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
So let me stay here a little
Okay, one more. Sorry, one more.
at least until I calm down.
Okay, we are done with our photo shoot. We've been shooting for about 1 hour.
Yeah, 1 hour.
This is your second outfit. And we just shot around Akihabara, Electric Town, and a little bit here in front of the Gundam Cafe. But lighting is not the best, but we try to make it work. The most thing I'm surprised with the X1D is even at higher ISO, meaning that the camera has to compensate for the low light, the colors are still there, which I was surprised. A lot of cameras I've used, the colors kind of get washed out, faded, when it's really dark like this. But I was able to manage just ambient light around the city.
Very nice.
It's very nice, yeah. What do you think about and yeah, those are like one of my favorites, the reflection.
nice.
And thank you to Tomo, who's with us like over there. He thought about shooting against the glass. I didn't think about that because it was dark in there, but we were able to get good shots.
It's very nice. I feel like the colors of the city,
Yes.
this area really came out in the
Yeah.
pictures. Very nice.
What do you think about the photo shoot, like overall?
It's very fun. Had a great
Yeah.
time. Yes. I really like the outcome of the photos. I mean, these are not yet edited, right? These are just the
Just in the camera, not yet edited, yeah.
It's very nice photos.
Cool. My first time really shooting at night with this camera. Like I said earlier, some struggles with the focusing, but I think traveling is pretty good. As long as maybe you're not with family and you're just by yourself, just taking pictures of like the temples, landscapes, and portraits, because I know you're moving when we take shots,
Yeah.
but you're still standing still. But if you're really moving, then I may have a problem capturing it because the camera is kind of slow. But my main concern is ultimate image quality, and this has like the best image quality. So yeah, happy to use it on this trip. Anything you want to say to our viewers? Your Instagram?
Oh, no. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Guam photography. It's my first time here, and I had a great time. Thank you for inviting
You
me.
want people to follow you on Instagram?
Oh yes, please follow me. I think we will link it down in.
I will link it
Thank
on
you
the
so
screen
much.
and down below.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone. Bye. Oh, I got that. That's a good one. Okay, we're here at Yodobashi in Akihabara. I'm actually just messing around with the cameras while waiting for our number to be called to eat some good sushi. And I'm playing with the Sony A7R4, which is pretty nice. I like how the grip feels now. And I was just taken back on how fast everything is with the A7R4. And the EVF is also very nice inside. So fast. This was unintentional, but it just so happened there was a person walking and it just tracked him like really quick. Then I wanted to check out the A9 Mark II, which we had on display. And I believe that wasn't even being released yet in the US. And it did have a grip on. And I was just curious to see the differences between the A9 and the A9 Mark II. And they had it side by side, so yeah, the grip is definitely bigger. The EVF, of course, is not as nice as the A7R4, but it's decent. But what really impressed me the most is the silent shutter, and I'm gonna put it on the highest burst mode pretty soon by turning the left dial. So here I am putting it on high, and yeah, I'm just shooting it. It's just really quick. And next camera that I was actually surprised to see there was a GFX 100 they had on display. Focusing, of course, is pretty slow. There's a longer blackout time, but I'm sure Fujifilm will be able to fix it in the next firmware update. to have faster operation. But yeah, if you need 100 megapixels, which I don't need, the ultimate image quality, then the GFX 100 is for you. But I just don't like the way it looks and feels in my hand. The screen on the bottom is very nice, and even the top LCD screen where you can change. I must have been pressing the wrong button, but you can change it there. It's pretty cool. I got to play with one and actually hold it in my hands. Hey everyone, we are home now, back on Guam, and I just want to show you about 3 or 4 RAW files. Looking at Kazu here, shot at ISO 12800. She is, zooming out, it looks really clean at ISO 12800. Zooming in, you can see there's a little bit of noise and grain, but it's not too bad. The grain almost looks film-like, very organic. And even at 12800, I'm still able to increase the shadows and lower down the highlights to get maximum detail out from the shadows and highlights. Next example, I want to show you this photo shot at ISO 6400. Again, lowering on the highlights, you can easily recover Kazu's skin detail. And I noticed that almost every ISO, I'm still able to get detail out of the highlights. And 3200 is very clean. 6400 is very clean. Even ISO 12800, totally usable. So this is shot at 3200, and everything has been reset with the RAW files, except for color profile is embedded. Again, zooming in, I love this lens. The XID 90 is very sharp. So lowering down highlights can get some of the detail back in Kazu's face. If you want to get some of the background, just increase the shadows. Very great camera system, the X1D. Very good for travel if you want the ultimate image quality. And I was a little bit worried about the night shots, it being too noisy. But yeah, even 12800, no problem. The last shot I want to show you is the reflection shot. And yes, this is a RAW file, ISO 3200. Profile is just embedded, but everything else, okay, profile embedded, yeah, everything else has been reset. So 3200, very clean. All I need to do is lower down highlights, increase the shadows a bit just to get some more detail or even exposure. And you have a perfectly exposed shot. One trick I did is when I was shooting at night, I underexposed on purpose by 1 stop, just so in post-processing, I know that I can easily recover the shadows with this system. And that's one of the tricks to keep the ISO at a lower rate, a lower ISO value versus keeping it at 0 exposure compensation, letting the camera decide. And the camera's gonna always wanna shoot high. But if you drop down exposure compensation to -1 EV, 1 stop below, then your ISO will be 1 stop lower. And that's what I did, so I can get shots at 3200 or 1600 or even 6400. Thank you for watching Guam Photography. If you haven't, please subscribe.